I don't know what to tell you. It's one of these, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful job to have, to be in a position to I mean, I want you to think about it for a second. What's your job? Get up, open up your platform. You have $500, $1,000 to work with, 5,000 to work with, 10,000 to work with, $50,000 to work with, $100,000 to work with, whatever, whatever. And then you come in a room and you know you're part of a special environment where um, Awesome Calls really spends hours before you even get up or come in. The room is already setting up different trading ideas so you can make money quickly, efficiently, and along the way, you're being coached, entry, exit, what to look for. And what even makes it even more beautiful, what makes it even more amazing is the live moderator, which is myself, AJ Trader. You're actually watching me trade the stocks. You're hearing my entry, you're getting my average, you're hearing my exit, you're hearing if I'm down, if I'm up, how many I'm adding more shares. Okay? You learn when I get exit, then I give you a subtotal. This is where I'm at. I want two more trades. Then I go in for another kill, for another trade, all off of the list that I put together. It just makes it so much fun. And by the end of the day, within the first, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour, you could be up 800, 1200, 300, 400, 200, 800, 15,000 a day. A professional trader came in and made 15 grand in 45 minutes, and he was done. I mean, again, can you not deny Ali Biggs today on his $500 account? I mean, what did he do today on $500? All right. He made another $339 today in the room. Yesterday he made 530, right? Day before he made 462 on $500. What does that say? That's sure a hell of a room I want to be in, right? Yesterday I told you before the market closed, before the webinar was done, I made it very clear that the market was going to probably gap up 50 points. I did say that. I made it very, very clear to all of you. And I said, with this massive pull, let's look for probably market to gap up 50, probably grind out a little bit, and then, most likely we'll pull and, and then probably end up just grinding up throughout the day. We'll just have a nice regular day of just trading stocks. And lo and behold, I woke up and the market was down 50 points and I started going to work. Our list today was really good. I mean, I have to say, we really went after it. We went after ARCI, our number one pick. The Container Store on earnings plane. Wait till you see this one. Just an amazing day. I'm at AIS, which, by the way, traders, is $54.32. A huge buyer came in on AIES. I know a lot of you didn't play that, but you could have, and I'll show it to you right now. AIES is up $54.32. Pre-market notes, we said it would go, and Fire Trader said when he took over the mic, look for AIS to hit the 54 level. And if you look at the pre-market notes, AIES, look for this to hit $54 today, right there. I even said in the next coming days. I also told you to buy 55 weekly calls the minute the market opened. Buy a bunch of contracts. And you already pretty much got paid on that. Pergo, TLRY, Place, NVIDIA, Annette, Boeing, BFC, ABMD, and TTD. I'm going to start with, before I go into our number one pick, I want to start with ABMD. And I know a lot of you never played this before, but what made this trade so special is we created the trade. Normally, AJ likes to trade the news, earnings, IPOs, some sort of reason behind the trade. Well, today I wanted to showcase my talent in front of not only the mods, who I respect deeply in the room, but the amount of traders, because we had quite a few signups yesterday. And I wanted to show that even with no trading done in pre-market on a stock, I wanted to show to everyone the ability to create a trade once you really feel the market. AMD was that perfect example. The market was gapping down, gapping 50 points. That's it. It was hovering red, hovering green. It was borderline 50, under 100 points, right? And ABMD had no gap up, no gap down. There was nothing traded on the stock. But because of the way I feel about the market and understanding the stocks, I was able to create a trade in a matter of minutes for traders to make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on. Okay? I want you to listen to that for a second. Imagine being with somebody who can create a trade out of nothing, just thin air, with just by understanding what the market will give you. Today, I read another chat room out there that said, "Don't really know what to trade. Let the market set up and let it dictate to you." Okay, that is not us. We will never let the market dictate to us. We dictate to the market how we're going to trade it. And that's what will always separate us from any chat room in the world. This is why we are who we are. Our identity is the ability to create trades, make trades, score points, make money. Why do you think we get hundreds and hundreds of reviews? Why do you think the members in the room, in this great room, do videos, webinars, weekend shops? They just get on there and they talk about Awesome Calls Trading. Why? Because we're a family. We work together. We're a team. It's all about learning, getting better, because you know why? We want to make this money to take care of our family. We take this job very serious and we put the energy in it so we can make money. Well, ABMD is a perfect example of a next level of trading. AMD had no trading on it this morning. So what I did is I told the traders, because of the market conditions, ABMD is going to pull at the open to $252. Now I want you to understand it closed at $256.69. There's no shares traded on the stock in pre-market. But I made the decision based on my 16 years of trading. We're going to open up at 252 and we're going to ramp up 5 points in a matter of minutes. Now imagine that. So imagine you had 200 shares, 250 shares with 40,000, 50,000 buying power. Okay? Imagine that for a second. Think about that. So if you had 250 shares and the moderators and AJ saying it's going to go up 5 points in a matter of minutes. Okay, AJ, we first stay in the room. I'm going to do it. Let's see how it opens. All right, so you ready? Here we go. No, nothing's traded on ABMD in pre-market. Nothing. Again, I have to emphasize that. And here's, you can see, here's the opening bell right there. It's not even traded. Okay, 6:30, opening bell. Now watch it trade. Ready? Ding, 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 ding. It pulled at the opening to 254, pulled again, and look at the timeline. Within 65 seconds, the stock pulled to 252. Look at it, 252. Now is when you get paid. How many points did I say you would make? All right, I said now 252 plus 5 is what? 257. You ready? Let's get paid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 257. Timeline 6:37. In less than 6 to 7 minutes, you scored $1,400 on 200 shares. You're done for the day. If you did 100 shares, all right, then you made $500. If you did 50 shares, 12,000 buying power, you made $250. So on Ali Biggs's account, remember the 350 to 14,000 he's talking about that TradeNet's doing? So you could have took 50 shares, 12,000 buying power, and made $250 on $350 today if you were in this room. One trade, one execution, written down 30 to 40 minutes before the opening bell. You want to see another one? I'll show you another one. Next stock we did was Place. Now, Place is an earnings play. Place did not impress the investors this morning. The numbers were okay in pre-market, but it didn't. Their conference call started, and it didn't. It really actually pissed off investors, where they actually started to dump the stock. Plus, there was a lot of profit taking. Now, I've traded Place for many, many years. Okay, I've also lost trading Place. I've not been the perfect person to call this, but like everything else, I learned from my mistakes, just like yesterday. And it's important that you learn from your mistakes. I have a saying: you cannot be a leader until you lose. All right. So this one, I decided I know how to trade this now. I know what to look for, and I've been trading Place for a little while in the positive. Very, very good on earnings and upgrades. And so what I said today was Place is going to pull at the open to about 101 to 103. When it does, long the stock and walk it up. And you don't believe me? Because I understand how Place trades. So Place right here is mixed earnings. I'm not impressed. So I made it clear, buy at 101. If it hits 103 to 101, buy it and walk it up 5 points. Okay, so let's take 101 to 103. What is that? What's in the middle? Let's say you had an average of 102. Now I say you're going to make 5 points. What does that mean? That means you're going to make it to 107, right? 107. So that's the target. If you buy it at 101 to 103, which is 102, I'm going to give you 5 points, which is 107. All right? Keep in mind, this was at $120 in pre-market, so I know we're going to make our money. So here we go. We come over here. Here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Pre-market, market opens, it pulls, and guess where it goes? 101. Right? Now where does it go? Well, we said 4 points, 4 to 5 points. So in a matter of minutes, here's the timeline. Within 2-3 minutes later, after hitting the 101 area, it ran 4.5 points. It ended up going all the way to 107. So if you had an average of 102, you made 107. 5 points. 50 shares with 5,000 buying power. 100 shares with 10,000 buying power. Another $400 to $500. Now, a lot of you won't trade this. A lot of you in other rooms that are listening will not touch this. A lot of you in Awesome Calls Trading will not touch this. Do you know why? You look back and you go, shit, I could have took that trade. Why did I not take that trade? It looks so simple. I could have made my money in 90 seconds. Do you know why? Because you're not familiar with the stock. You don't understand how it works. You're programmed in your head like, I've never done that, so I can't take that trade. In here, it's a constant programming of reprogramming you to not be afraid. Today, I watched Alex. Alex is a great trader. He's been here over almost a year and a half. Alex has never traded this before. He never traded this before. Today, he did. And he wasn't afraid. And he made 3 points, and he tweeted it out. You see how beautiful that was? I'm going to give you another one. NVIDIA. Now, everyone knows out there, there's certain rooms that that's all they live and breathe NVIDIA. All right. To us, NVIDIA is just number 1 of 14. Now, I want you to look at the call on NVIDIA. First of all, we got a market kind of sitting at 50, 60 points, right? So what's NVIDIA going to do? How's it going to open? Well, the market's not gapping up, right? It's not gapping up. And the market's not gapping down huge, so it's not a huge pull either, right? You're not gapping down 8 points for a pop at the open. Well, how do you set up NVIDIA then? Do you wait for NVIDIA to show you? No. You attack NVIDIA like you attack day trading. You attack it. How do you attack it? You set it up. How do you set it up? You trade with a pro. Mr. AJ, how's this stock going to open up? Well, let's see. John, stock scalping down. All right, sitting at 160, closed at 162 yesterday. Guess what? John, the stock's going to pull at 157, 158 at the open. Bottom curl, go long, take it to 161. Yeah, and you're full of shit. No, I'm AJ Trader. That's who the fuck I am. Okay? Just do what I tell you, and you'll see it. And when you see it and you trade it, there's when your confidence starts to begin. That's when you sit there and go, damn, now I'm getting it. Nice job, JB. Okay? Home is unhalted on, what is it? That Kohl's might buy it. So be careful with it. That's all. Let it rip a little bit. It's probably trying to get some renewed interest in it. Watch Janny call out a short on it. Okay, if it does. All right. Anyway, NVIDIA. So let's go to the notes on NVIDIA. And here we go. Stock will pull 157 to 158, and the stock will rebound all the way to 161. Okay? If you buy at 160, please understand you're going to still come down to 158. All right? There's no question. 157 to 158. So I tell traders, if you buy now, have room to add. Don't get upset because the stock is only going to go to 161. Because I got a lot of traders in the room that actually want to start buying it because it's gapping down. I'm like, nah. So I really kind of program them to know, hey, it's coming down to 157, 158. Then you could buy it. Then you can maximize and make the most money. How do I know this? Because I'm a professional day trader. Okay, so you ready? Ding, 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 ding. Market opens, and guess what it does? Guess what it does? It pulls to 157, 158. Bottom curl it, goes to 161. And there you go. All said and done. Right? Next trade. I want to look at this home first. Okay, it's gapping up on the news. So this one probably has room. Let me double check. Has room to, oh, there's your topping. To 2450, probably is 25 spot. So I don't think it's ready to short yet. I'd be very, very careful. I have, here's the previous one here. So I'd be cautious with it. All right. If you make any money, make it quick. Because if it rips, it's going to rip right through here. What you got, JB? AJ, what criteria you pick on a moderator? Moderators take a while, but what I look for is entries, exits, what you see, things like that, consistency, and how you word your entries. Like I'm long such and such, I'm short such and such. I don't need explanations, and I don't need size, just what you're doing. And then I constantly watch that for a while, and then I go from there. Yeah, no problem, JB. And you're doing awesome. That's why I keep. Steve, make sure you cover. You just made $300. Get out of it. You don't want this to rip against you, boss. Okay. So cover about right there, or at least half of it. Put your stops. Okay. So good job. You're out. Good. How much you make on that? You had 1,000 shares at 23.20. What'd you make? 400, 500? Looks to me like you made about $430, something like that. So $500. Okay. All right. You're done for the day. You waited for your kill. You got it. So anyway, really nice alert traders in the room. I want to give props to the mods. B Trades, thank you so much. Raphael, all you. This was all you. Raphael indicated there was a halt on home. B Trades indicated Kohl's explores acquisition. My comment to the trader was, I think this is kind of horseshit in a sense. I think it's just trying to get renewed interest in the stock. And traders went short. Steve B went short right away, 1,000 shares of 23.40. I tried to give him a warning in case it popped against him. He went in there and he covered right here for $500. And he's done. Again, teamwork. Teamwork. That's what we do. Okay, so I wanted to stop and just do that. It was a live trade, and I didn't want traders to. And basically, home has been sitting back and forth traders, and so they're just trying to probably do some renewed interest. It's probably some short seller, um, you know, trying to get out of position, or somebody in a long position just really needs some sort of news to get it out. And this is what's going to do it, and then they start dumping right away. Okay, so be careful. Okay, all right, let's go back. Sorry for the interruption, but traders need to make thousands of dollars while I'm talking. Okay. All right, the next trade that we did was a stock called ARCI. Now, in your small cap rooms, this is the only trade they will trade, and they'll probably do it multiple times, probably 7,000 times just to short a stock. In Awesome Calls Trading, we dictate where the stock's going to go because we understand the news behind it. RICY was up solely on the basis that um, it was basically old news being regurgitated all over again, and that's all it was. There was nothing. Um, yes, that's correct. Yes, yes. The mods see everything. That is correct, JB. Mhm. I see everything. Correct. And so what I look for is so on ARCY, it was rehashed news from June of last year. I did my homework and research. I didn't need to research how many shares afloat, the size, any. I don't. I listen to these webinars of certain people, and it's just like, dude, stop trying to over impress people, because it's like every time you do a video or webinar, you're trying to give a resume about how good you are. I mean, you don't need to do that. You know, you know, just be around. Just call it out. If it's bullshit news, it's bullshit news. It's going to gap fill. That's it. Simple as that. So this morning I saw this popping. It was over $6 a share. I did the research in pre-market. I figured out the stock had rehashed news. And I basically told everyone in the chat room the stock will come back down to $4.75. Okay. I want you to understand this professional call. Everyone look up for a second. Number one call in the room. Look what I put. Short at 6, add on any pop. Now look carefully. This will gap fill to $4.75. It may take all day, but it's coming down to $4.75. How do I know that? Because I'm one of the best traders, if not the best day trader in the world. You want to see? You ready? Guess where it hit? That's right, $4.76. $4.76. Can you find any chat room in the world that can write this down in pre-market, tell you exactly where to do, and they tell you exactly where the stock's going to go? Imagine if you had bought 3,000 or 5,000 shares. Point and a half, made $5,000 today. You didn't have to trade it 1,000 times. You just took money on the way down until it hit the target that the chat room determined. And look where it curled. See how it bottomed out? Within 1 to 2 cents of what I called it. Okay, you want another one? How about the Container Store? Now this is for my short sellers with big capital. I mean, we're talking big capital. Guys that got $200,000-300,000 that just want to rip a stock to the downside and get paid. All right, TCS is for them. All right, now you have to understand about the Container Store. All right, is always sells their gaps on earnings. No ands, ifs, or buts. Always, 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 always. There's nothing you could say, nothing you could do. It's like death and taxes. It's part of life. I understand that. I've traded it for years since it debuted on the IPO. It will never hold. So, what was the call? This is what I trade like I want. When Ollie Biggs starts to really get bigger and grow more, and he has his group that trade with him, these are the stocks I want them to go after, where they're trading 1,000, 2,000 shares, because they can take 9,000 buying power and buy 1,000 shares, where he can make $2,000. Ollie's not there yet, because he's still understanding each idea as they're presented. Um, AJ, how do you get to be in so many trades at the open? I listen to you and my head can't handle it. Because you have to understand, JB. It's a very good question. I get that asked a lot. JB, think for a second. I've been up for 2.5 hours before the market even opened, right? Right? So I've already determined each trade. So in my head, I already have the 12 screens, 16 screens up, right? So I'm just waiting for my targets to hit. That's it. So I already have my 4 or 5 I want to play. So today I played those 6 stocks today. TDD, Place, Boeing, AMAT, the Container Store, and Boeing, BYND was just given to me from the great Raphael or Janny or Fire, whoever gave me that. So JB, what I do is I already know. I'm just waiting for my entries and exits. I already know where it's going to hit because I already wrote it all down. It's all written for me. It's all scripted. It's like a script. Okay? And so all I do is just wait for my entry points. There goes NVIDIA, 158. Boom, I'm going to go 100 shares. We hit 157.50. I'll add another 50 more. I got 150, 200 shares to the upside. Now I just wait. Boom, 160, sell it. Right? Place, I already know it's going to hit 101. You see that, JB? So all I do is wait for the pull it open, hit 101, go long 102.22, sell it at 4 to 5 points, make 3 points on it. I'm up $600 for the day on that one. Boom, go to Pergo. Here's 48.50, add on weakness, stock goes back up to 49. Boom, I'm done. All right. Remember the Container Store? Remember this one? Right? Short, when it drops down, bottom curl, I waited for the bottom curl. I went long 1,000 shares 2 times, made my money. Now the stock is about $8.50 a share. So, okay. Because I know each stock what it's going to do before it does it. So I take advantage of my own list. And that's where traders, when they come in and emulate my trades, they're just waiting to hear me go and enter. All right, my enter, I'm long Boeing, I'm long Pergo, I'm long AMAT, I'm adding AMAT, you see? Because I know what the stock's going to do. That's the beauty of trading alongside me in the room. So, all right. So, anyway, let's do it again. So we come over here. All right, so the Container Store, I said would sell off to go 875 and under. The earnings were okay, but not really impressive. Well, you could see that if you took short, and I did tell everyone in the room, take short at 950, right here, take right here, to Canadian, take short, 950, add up to 10 if it pops, and take it down. And do you want to see? Do you want to see? I cannot wait for the day that like an Ollie comes in here and just blasts a $2,000 paycheck. You know, because I want to keep teaching where a stock's going to go and the reason why. Once you understand why is when you get paid. And look at this. There's 859. There's the 9950. Slam it. 750 cover. And voila. You make over on 1,000 shares, you make $2,000. And look at the timeline. In 15 minutes. Actually 10 minutes. 11 minutes. 11 minutes of the opening bell, you make $2,000 because you know where the stock is going. Okay? And I'll give you just a quick few more. TLRY, to me, I read the report. TLRY was a short. I laid it all out for everyone in the room. In pre-market, I said start taking short in 50. Any add at the open towards 51, add to it. The stock will go down to $45 a share. $45 a share. And that's what I wrote. Why? Because I read the earnings report. I felt TROI would not hold. So I said, any push toward open, add to your short position. The stock will go to 45. So if you took that trade, 1,000 shares, stock all the way went down to $46 a share from 50. I did not call long. I never told one person to long the stock. Okay? I want to give you two more, and I want to give credit to Fire on these. This morning, Fire found on his great Twitter feed, Fire Trader, he found these two, uh, and I loved the calls. AMAT, I traded myself, and I added. AMAT, I said, had an upgrade. I said to the stock will go to $42 a share today. I want to buy on the weakness and any gap fill. Stock was gapping up on the upgrade. It pulled. I went long here, right there, and there. And I said, wait for it to go to 42. Stock went $41.86. Great tweet, great find. He knew what to look for. I knew how to execute it. The whole chat room basically went long this stock. It was a really nice play, effortless, and the gap fill just gave everyone the opportunity. AIS did not gap fill. It was too strong. Price target was too much on it. Stayed up really strong, broke out on a flag, and Fire was calling for a 54 on it, and he got it. So really nice trades. I want to give him a shout out to that. And I want to finish out with Pergo. Pergo was a nice trade. Again, this is a nothing fine trade. In other words, he didn't really anything. There's no news on it. It was simply gapping down. And I found it this morning from CNBC that it was just gapping down on no news. And so I felt this gap would get filled today. But before it does, I told traders, ease into the stock at $48.50 pre-market. When it dips, add to it, have a 48 average, and the stock will gap fill back up to this level here. And voila, 48. And I actually, you know what's interesting about this? I want you to look on this one, on Pergo. I said the stock will go to 49.25 or more. All day move to the upside. And take a look. There you go. All day move. Here's the gap down, pulled, bottom curl, all day move to the upside. And I said 49.25 in the first 20 minutes, right? Take a look. If you had gotten the long, 48 average, it hit $49.20 in exactly 24 minutes of the opening bell. And then I said with the gap fill, and the gap fills up here, 49.70, and the stock just hit 49.75. You see that? I do not let the market tell me what to do. I dictate to the market how I'm going to trade it. All I need to do is look at how it opens, how it's opening, how it's trading in pre-market, and I've already made a decision on every one of these trades. So don't be fooled out there, traders. Don't be with people that go, let's see what happens at the open. Don't do that. By then, you know why? It's too late. Guys like me have already pounded it and made our money. People in this great room have already made their cash and moved on. They're not even trading after the first hour. They're finished. While you're sitting and waiting in another room, waiting for your mod to find you something, we've already traded the market because we did our homework. We did the research. We put in the time, and we just attacked the market because we've already dictated how we're going to trade it. And we've done that hours before the market even opened. And that's what will always separate Awesome Calls Trading to any other chat room in the world. I hope you can join us. All right. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for being a part of this great webinar.